Dumat, the dragon of silence. Zazikil, the dragon of chaos. Thoth, the dragon of fire. And Dor, dragon of slaves. Uthrmil, the dragon of beauty. Razikil, the dragon of mystery. Lusican, the dragon of the night itself. There were seven old gods. There were great dragons that were arguably worshipped by the elves, but also Tevinter. There is really odd connections with the elves and the Tevinter, as it is believed that the Tevinter has taken over and enslaved the elves. The seven gods were Tevinter, but also elvish, and they were the original sin, according to the chantry. So they were locked down into the Fade or the Abyss, and to sleep forever. Some say he was tricked by the elven god Fen'Harel, which is the traitor. Similar and maybe inspired by Loki, Fen'Harel was the elven trickster god to be feared among many. And once the dragons fell, they became archdemons, or reawakened for the blights. And each dragon, each Tevinter god, had its own magister. Dumat worshipped. A Tevinter magister named the Conductor worshipped the very first god, and his name was the Conductor of all magic. As the Tevinters wanted to enslave all, so magic can rule over all. And of course, along with the Conductor, was the architect. He planned their ways to heaven. And of course, the Conductor, he worshipped the very first god, of course, which was Dumat. Or better, Dumat, and the Conductor was the lead one, or said to be the lead one. There was also the Augur of Mysteries, just named Augur, was also one of the seven Tevinters. There are many deep, hidden things. Deep in the deep roads. It was once thought that the dwarves had no connection to magic, but once Amgarok was found, it started confusion. A lot of people were confused. That place was a place of magic. It was beyond any form of explanation. Any form of explanation. There was something deep. They were trying to find how to create golems again. They were following a lead, but that lead led them straight to a strange sense of magic deep in the deep roads that involved magic and sorcery that was not yet to be beholded. Maybe there was more to magic to the deep roads than just delirium that the dwarven casts mine up for the mages to enhance their abilities. Maybe there was a magical puzzle, something deep down. It seemed to be leading somewhere. Who knows what was deep down in that pit? In Amgarok. So many hidden things. The original forge. Where? The original forge. There is nothing but the strange sense of magic that is unknown and somehow dwarven made, even though they are not magic. There's nothing magical about them. It's kind of starting some sort of mystery here. Why did these dwarves create such Amgarok? In Amgarok, there's something just unexplainable. They made devices where you can switch realms between the magical realm and the real realm. But no, there has to be something. There are many secrets that must be kept by all costs. The Grey Wardens are rebuilding, recruiting new members, but something is happening. There's some sort of awakening. The Darkspawn that they once fought are gaining intelligence. They are talking. They are becoming intelligent. And it doesn't make sense. And why should it make sense? It doesn't make any sense at all. Why they should be talking, or should not be talking. We don't know why. We don't. All we know is that they are talking, and they are after the wardens and kidnapping them and doing stuff to them for an unknown purpose. Meanwhile, one of the oldest tigers in Dwarven history, Amgarok, is awakening. There is something secretly magic about ancient Dwarven culture, even though they are cut off from magical ability. And now the Darkspawn are reawakening. They're able to communicate. They are intelligent. The Blight has passed, but for some reason the Darkspawn will never leave. Or not leaving when they should. They should be going back to the deep roads, but for some reason they are not. You have to find your friend Anders. And Anders was a mage who was mistreated in the mage circle, so he ran away. And your friend Anders becomes a Grey Warden and soon to be hero. And he joins you, and he meets the spirit of justice. And it's very curious, because he was the spirit of a dead individual that was lost from the magical realm, the Fade. He was lost from it, so he joins the party too, and they get along very well. And then Morgan disappears, and you go out looking for her. She is nowhere to be found. And then Morgan, of course, she disappeared. But she is up to something. Something very, very valuable. Something that may have attention to it, and it may not have attention to it. You track Morgan down to one of the ancient Tevinter mirrors, the Illuvion, which is the secret teleportation device that the ancient elves used to go in an etheric land. She plans something. She won't tell the warden anything. Meanwhile, you still hunt down why the Darkspawn are getting more and more intelligent by seemingly the day. And you realize that one of the 7 Tevinter Magisters is back. His name is the Architect, and his plans are brutally insane. Before, the Darkspawn were unintelligent, but now they are growing almost as an intelligent society, all because of him. And he was the one that reawoken Uthermil. He worshipped, before he was the Architect, he worshipped Uthermil. And he was the one that reawoken Uthermil. He made a deal with a deranged broodmother, some sort of satanic uh, uh, a demonic breeding machine from hell. Of course, it was something to spawn demons. Something sort of like Lilith, only if Lilith was a big creature. A demonic, evil creature. And you take down this brood mother, and it's up to you to whether or not you want this architect to live. But during the end of the day, the Grey Wardens have to stand once again to save a city from the advanced, civilized Darkspawn. And that is when our companion Anders becomes the hero, the Mage Grey Warden. And there are many battle songs to sing. And this game is Dragon Age Origins Awakening. Dragon Age Awakening. And it is a fantastic game.